Yeah, that's exactly right. This today, just another step in what's been a very long legal battle. It was really packed in the courtroom for this one as well. Lawyers came in from out of state, some actually coming from New York. For the ACLU, this is all about a settlement that was made for some families that were forcibly separated at the border back in 2018. There was a new settlement to give them some extra help seeking asylum, but they said that the federal government is not honoring that settlement. In 2018, the ACLU filed a class action lawsuit against the federal government on behalf of thousands of families forcibly separated at the border under the first-term Trump administration's zero-tolerance border policy. A 2023 settlement by the Biden administration ended that lawsuit and requires the federal government to give free immigration and legal aid to families that were separated. ACLU lawyers say the Trump administration is not holding up their end of the deal, and 25 people that were listed under the class action lawsuit have been detained, and 6 to 7 have been redeported.
The government is violating the settlement. You know, we had hoped that the Trump administration would acknowledge the illegality of what they did in his first term and acknowledged how much harm they caused, and now complying with the letter of the settlement and the spirit, but they're doing neither.
The settlement barred the government from separating children and their parents at the border, but required the government to give free services like work authorization, medical coverage, and apply for asylum.
Re-separating, but it's traumatizing them once again. These are families that have not yet gotten over the trauma of losing their little children, and now they're being thrown in detention again.
Lee says many of the children who were separated from their families in 2018 have now grown up away from their parents for the last 8 years.
Those children were little toddlers when they were separated. They've grown up essentially without their parents. We're still searching for them. And the ones who have been reunited are still traumatized. And
the ACLU wants a court order to reunite the families and prevent this from happening again.
The critical thing is not only that these people be helped, but that the court issue an order so it doesn't happen anymore in the future.
Now, it was just arguments made today. There were no decisions. Lawyers from the ACLU said that in the meantime, they're going to keep trying to give people those benefits from the settlement. And in terms of a next court date, they've sent in a request for another one, but the timeline of that is still uncertain. Reporting live, I'm Alex Cheney. Back over to you.